there ain't no stopping us.
Hey guys, what's up? Jeff here again to orient your fitness in the right direction, and today I want to go over with you guys an important topic. I want to go over the gluteus medius muscle with you guys. This is a very overlooked muscle in the body. In fact, Jeff Cavalier from Athlete Next, he recently did a video on this, but I think I can add quite a lot to that. I really do. And the gluteus medius muscle, a lot of these fitness gurus, they don't even know it exists, but they really should. It's such an important muscle. And a lot of these people, they don't even work it out in the gym. They don't. And this can cause a lot of issues down the road. If you don't know what the gluteus medius muscle is, it's essentially a muscle at the side of your hip right there. Very important for hip stabilization, very important. It does actions like abduct your leg away from your body. So if you're standing and you were to abduct your leg, you'd be using your gluteus medius. It controls the inward motion of your leg, so you don't want your leg to repeatedly cave in. That's a knee valgus position that leads to knee pain over time. But its main function is essentially stabilizing your hip. That's its very crucial role. And pretty much throughout the day, you're constantly doing single leg activities, and this is when the muscle is very active when you're doing single leg activities in the gym or just anywhere, walking, running, going up and down the stairs. Whenever you do that, you're doing single leg activities, and this is when this muscle is very active. Whenever you run, you do a single leg squat. So you're repeatedly using this muscle throughout many activities of daily living. And if this muscle is weak, you can go into bad movement patterns repeatedly again and again. And you definitely don't want that to happen to you, because that can cause joint pain and other issues over time. For example, let's say this muscle is weak on you and you're just walking around, you're just walking. What could happen to you? Well, you could go into a bad movement pattern called Trendelenburg Gait. What is Trendelenburg Gait? Essentially, here's what it is. Let's say you're taking a step. So let's say I'm taking a step with this leg right here, my right leg. So hopefully you can see I'm raising this leg right here up off the ground. Hopefully you can see it. So I'm greatly exaggerating how high I'm lifting the leg. So let's say I'm taking a step with this leg. So now I'm standing on one leg right now while I'm doing that step, right? So the gluteus medius muscle, it's really activating on this side right now, right? So say this muscle's strong in you, it's strong. Your pelvis should stay stable then while you're taking a step. Let's say though that it's weak. What happens when you're taking the step? What can happen is your pelvis can tilt towards the opposite side. So what happens then? Well, when your pelvis tilts towards the opposite side, it can cause hip pain, it can cause your thigh to come in, it can cause your knees to come in, so knee pain, it can cause the arch of your foot to collapse down, foot pain. It can also cause back pain because you got a muscle right here in your back. It goes from the top part of your pelvis here, attaches to your lumbar spine, attaches to the bottom of your ribs. It's called the quadratus lumborum. That muscle, when it's active, it hikes up your pelvis, so it raises your pelvis up higher. And if this muscle is constantly firing to arch up your pelvis, because say it keeps tilting down like that, now your quadratus lumborum on this side, it has to constantly fire to raise up your pelvis, right? So that can compress your lower back over time and lead to back pain. So essentially it's very important that your gluteus medius muscle remains strong as possible. So what can you do to exercise this muscle now? What are some good exercises you can do? Well, it's really active during hip abduction and during single leg activities, right? So my favorite exercise for this is this thing called spider walks. I did this during physical therapy while I was recovering from my foot surgery. So you tie a band or two. I did 2 bands, one above the knee, one below, and then you sidestep across the room, back and forth. That's going to work out your gluteus medius directly, because the big action is hip abduction. So that's good exercise. Sidelying leg raises, that's another good exercise. Lay on your side, do leg raises, use an ankle weight if that's too easy for you. Another good exercise, lunges. Another good exercise is doing single leg squats, but you have to do those all with good form. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, the gluteus medius also has 2 parts to it. It has the front part and the back part. The front part, or the anterior part, that's typically tighter in people because we sit a lot throughout the day. It does hip flexion, it does hip abduction as well, and it does hip internal rotation, so it internally rotates your leg. So this muscle, this part is stronger than your back part. Your back part's especially the part you want to focus on. It does hip extension, bring your legs backwards, hip external rotation, so it rotates your leg out, and also abducts as well. So how do you work out the posterior part of your gluteus medius, this part that's weaker and lengthened when you sit down? Well, a great exercise is clamshells. Lay on your side, tie a band right above your knees, knees bent at a 45-degree angle, and then you bring your legs out like that. And that's the clamshell. That's external rotation, right? Resisted external rotation. That's directly strengthening the posterior part of the gluteus medius that you especially want to strengthen. So do all the things I said, all those single leg activities, squats, single leg squats, lunges, all of that. And one thing to clarify, you're probably wondering, why don't regular squats work out the gluteus medius? Well, when you are squatting, both your legs are planted on the ground, right? So your pelvis is stable then. Both your feet are planted on the ground, pelvis is being supported by both your feet. When you do single leg though, now the gluteus medius really has to activate to stabilize your pelvis. So that's why many people overlook this in the gym. They do double leg squats, not single leg. You gotta do single leg activities for this muscle, or activities that abduct you. So I think this helped you out. Do all those exercises I told you. Those are some great exercises for the gluteus medius. I recently did a shoulder video that's really good. I recommend you go check it out. I'll leave an annotation and down in the description below. One of my best videos, really comprehensive, and hopefully this video helped you out. I think it did. So thumb it up, comment, subscribe, do all those things I just told you. If you have any more video ideas, let me know. In the future, I think I'm gonna bring my channel more into an entertainment route. I'll start to bring in some models. Not that I don't look good very much myself. I mean, I got some definition right there. Know what I'm saying? I got some right there. Kind of white though, so it hides a little bit, especially with the lights. But anyways, this has been Jeff once more. Hope you enjoyed all this, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.